Hello, and welcome to No Icing, episode number 30. I can't believe it. And I'm seeing like fall things and Christmas things and commercials, and it's gonna be snow commercials before you know it. Like what? What the what? Anyway, I hope you stay warm and comfortable wherever you are and watching from. And hello, replay people. And well, I'm very excited because this evening, today, still daytime here, for me, I have a special guest. Is brand new to Cosmos. Rory couldn't make it right this minute. I don't know if he's going to show up later. He might. He's busy. He's doing a lot of things. He's doing this art gallery event, huge successful events. He's very busy. So anyway, I have a special co-host tonight. Maybe you know him. I got permission from his mom. She said that I can have him as my guest tonight. So let me bring him up. Introducing your favorite, one of your all-time favorites, Roland Pruitt. Welcome to the stage.
Oh, come on now. You didn't talk to my mom. Come on.
I talked to your mom.
You're joshing. No, actually, Rory Pedlett took his daughter to Disney today, and he got sunstroke, so he can't be here tonight. So he asked me if I'd fill in for him, and I'm more than happy to because I've got some new paintings I want to show. So I'm excited to be here. See, welcome. My little Godzilla nubs are hard.
It's nice having you back. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like your shirt. That's really cool.
Thank you.
I like the colors. And like
if
autumn,
all else fails, I can do kaiju impressions, too. I'm very good at that.
Julie Leineke says hello. Hello.
Hi, Julie.
Julie from Missouri.
I'm Roland. I'm single.
You are? I didn't know you were single, Roland. Now your mom's going to
start
calling
I'm kind of seeing somebody right now, but it's a kind of a secret thing anyway. So, I'm trying to tell her to keep it a secret anyway. But anyway, let's not go there. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy.
I won't tell anyone, Roland.
I'm on cloud 9.
Right here.
So, see, I did a little happy dance there.
Where did you meet her? Did you meet her at Comic-Con? Did you meet her at Comic-Con? The secret. Did you meet her at Comic-Con?
Again, I can't share any of the information about how I met her because then you'll know who she is. And she's on the Cosmos Network. I will tell you that. So
really,
yeah. So very exciting. Again, we have a lot of like interests. And yeah. Well, that's all I'm going to say. Again, I'm saying too much already. So,
wow.
But I'm very, very happy.
I really want to dig into this now.
No.
I feel like I want to put on my detective hat.
You got a guest. Don't keep him waiting. And again, I'll just add comments. Let me go ahead and show real quick, though, before you bring him up. I did some new kaiju paintings. I know some people think that this is sacrilege because I'm a big Godzilla fan, but this is Gamera. I did a Gamera. That's my Gamera impression. And I did Hedorah, the smog monster. And I was watching General Howitzer, and they did that episode of the Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, and they say he had vagina eyes, which kind of freaked me out. This is him with both eyes before Godzilla's big battle with him, and he punched one of his eyes out. And this is King Ghidorah. Some people say King Ghidorah. But anyway. In America, a lot of people say Ghidorah. So that was recently. I actually put real gold paint, real gold spray paint on this too. So I don't know if you can see it shine or not, his scales.
That's really beautiful.
This is him on Planet X too, by the way. I wanted to point that out. That's the backdrop. It's Planet X. Kaiju fans will know what I'm talking about.
Did you paint that or did Rory paint it?
No, I painted these. What are you talking about?
It's beautiful.
Rory's not a great painter. He's not good.
Well,
mine are much better.
I can't really. I don't want you. You're filling in for him as my co-host, so you might want to be a little nice to him.
He's okay. I mean, I didn't say he's like a lousy painter. Come on, don't put words in my braces.
The You know, I mean, he was nice enough to let you fill in for him tonight. You might want to.
He asked me for a favor. He
nice
thought he was going to be passing out on your show because he's been walking around Disney all day in the hot sun. So he asked me to do him a solid, and that's what I'm doing. And that's the way we are, you know.
Well,
so, okay.
Let's
so
bring up our
guest.
special guest. I think the audience is going to start throwing strawberries around each other if I don't bring up my special guest.
Yes. Okay,
so everybody from Texas to TikTok to the cosmos, welcome, Mr. the Uke Dude Tex.
Right.
What's going on, everybody? Hello.
Hi.
Sound check. 1, 2, 3. How's it going?
Round of applause.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you.
It sounds good.
Well, good deal.
Now, when I watch your streams on TikTok, do you stream anywhere else other than TikTok?
No, I haven't tried. I mean, I was kind of fought hard to get to 1,000 on TikTok so that I could go live, and that's pretty much the only lives that I've done.
Well, I enjoy your show. You know, I don't know. I bounce around back and forth, but
sure.
I enjoy your show on TikTok, and actually, where I think I first saw you was on Mama Ironhead's show.
I think so.
Show. So, yeah. And then I was like, wow, you're so chill, and like I feel like when I hang out with you, I feel like I want to start talking like I'm from Texas.
Now some of that I can't help, Sandy D. You can't take the Texan out of the Texas boy, but yeah, I mean it definitely has been like most kind of the number one, and Mama Ironhead would love this, number one adjective that people use is chill. Like it is just, and I think just the instrument is part of it. I mean, maybe my voice is part of it, but I mean,
like chill.
It's chill. It's chill. Yeah,
it's dry heat.
You want to talk like chill. Chill.
Yeah,
chill.
Exactly.
It's
Can't take it out of him. It's chill, man.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love
it. So how long have you been playing the uke?
So I started about 6 years ago, and after I did an interview a few weeks ago, and I was like, had to go back and count, and I thought, oh wow, I should really be a lot better than I am. I didn't realize it's been 6 years, but I mean, I was still teaching school and playing when I could, but yeah, it's about 6 years ago that I started, and I was looking to have some kind of a little bit more portable way to accompany my voice. I play the keyboard, the piano, but pianos are kind of hard to haul around. So I was kind of preparing for this post-education career, maybe to be able to go out and sing and sing in various spots. I just wanted to have something a little more portable. I tried various acoustics, and this is just the first one that I stuck with. So started with a little soprano, learned a few chords, and graduated up to the tenor. And now on this tenor, I take this fourth string, the one closest to me, and I put an octave lower G on it. So it gives a little depth to the sound. And I don't know, I just think it's just a kind of a chill instrument. Chill.
It's chill.
Chill? It's a chill instrument? My friends would start throwing the strawberries. Yeah, if I said it that way, they would disown me.
But chill.
You have like a musical background, so can you tell us a little bit about how did you learn music? You teach music. You're a teacher. There's so many things that my audience is going to want to know about you.
So originally, yes. I mean, I don't know that I ever thought about teaching music, but originally I was a music major, and I graduated with a music degree, and I graduated with a business minor. My thought was travel and singing. I had sung with a few groups here and there. And if like the other side of that perhaps would be like a music scout and going out, because I still have that ability. I mean, I can hear somebody sing for 30 seconds and I can tell you if they have the it factor. I can tell you like, okay, that person, if they get the right breaks, the sky's the limit on that kind of person. I just kind of fell out of love with that scene, I guess, got disillusioned a little bit with some of the people that I was traveling and singing with. And around about that time, got involved with another group and they were going over into Europe and teaching, doing these schools kind of to help people learn English. I fell in love with teaching, and it's, that the music background was still there. So I fell in love with teaching, went back and got my education stuff, and started my 33 years in education, but from doing subbing and for, substitute teacher, to working in a discipline classroom, to teaching choir. I taught choir at junior high for a few years, and then went up to high school and did choir. And so I used that musical background and kind of combined that with education, at least at first. And then I taught for several years. About 10 of those 33 years, I was in a choir setting, music setting. And then 9/11 happened. I started reading history for myself. I started kind of going back and, why would somebody be that ticked off at us? What would, and so I just eventually transitioned into the regular classroom and spent the rest of my career, the rest of that time teaching world history, teaching U.S. government and politics. And so that's how it kind of came full circle. But I just retired back in May. So I was off of all social media. I see teachers that are out there right now, as I'm on social medias now, that they're out there. I just wanted to stay away from it. I didn't want anything to do with it. And actually TikTok, which is the one that has kind of taken off, it was kind of a fluke by accident thing. I had set all this stuff up. I have an email that's Uke Dude Tex. I have a Venmo and a Cash App, and I have a YouTube channel, and I had a Instagram channel. All of those things had been pre-set up like 6 months before I ever retired, thinking that I would want to do something like this, that I would want to maybe sing for somebody that wasn't just my granddaughter and my mom, my two biggest fans of me singing. And so I thought, if I can get on YouTube and Instagram and I get, 20 or 30 people that regularly want to come by and see what I sing to them, then that's 10 times more than what I had before. So that would be incredible. Well, I'd started and it uploaded a few to YouTube. And a buddy of mine said, if your thing, like I would always say, my thing is eyeballs and ears. I just want to spread chill. I want to spread positivity. I just want to be able to play for people. I want them to hear me sing and just, feel good. Maybe think good things or think good memories, whatever it was. And he said, if you want views, then you need to be on TikTok. And at the time, the TikTok was in the news or whatever. And so I said, all right, look, here's the deal. I'll go home and I'll set up a TikTok. If Uke Dude Tex, that exact username handle, if that's available, then I'll run with it. And that was the start of TikTok. And I still have about the same number of subscribers on YouTube and maybe a few more on Instagram than what I started. And it's mostly my school people, friends and colleagues and former students. But boy, TikTok is where it took off. And so if it's all about views and it's all about eyeballs and it's all about having, that opportunity to spread positivity to more people, then I'm really happy that I got on TikTok.
Very cool. Now, when you were a choir teacher, did you ever see anybody that you saw as like an it person? Like, got it?
Oh yeah. Several along the way. We did all-state tryouts in Texas. It's really big on their all-state choir auditions. It's very rigorous. And I had several that made the all-state choir, and you're just like, okay, they're going to do whatever they want to do. And with music, if the sky's the limit. I had one that was that I helped teach. I was assistant at the time when she was a 3-year all-stater, wound up singing with the Marine Corps band, and like she went on to great success. And I've had others that along the way, like they've got that it factor, and they're just like, I sing to my kids, I sing to my family, and that's all that they ever did with that music side of things. So just a variety, but yeah, definitely you could tell when somebody had that special it, for sure.
Yeah, the talent is out there. It is. And again, like you say, most of the people that got it, they don't even have aspirations to be famous. They don't want to become super famous and just lose their entire life to that.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's been fun for me on TikTok. I've don't have a lot of people that stop by necessarily all the time. I'll keep around 10 people. I always joke that if I get more than 10 people, I'll start singing again, and that'll drop those numbers back down to single digits. You know, I'm a simple guy. I lose track when too many people are commenting. So let me knock that down. I'll sing another song here, and that'll knock those numbers down. But no, you know, there are times when the Sunrise Live, I do a Sunrise Live anytime that I'm home. And so that's about 6:30 Central Time, you know, in the U.S. But it can go. It's going to start being later as the days get shorter. But and I'll run for an hour, hour and a half, whatever I have time for. Sometimes I've even gone longer. And there are some mornings that Sunrise Live will have 1,500 people that have stopped by. And now the max may be 20 or 30 at a time. But
there's definitely a morning coffee crew on TikTok.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
And we'll also Socially Distant Fest has a morning music crew for sure. And then we have people. We have our beloved Jonathan Duncan. He's been on my show many times. He's a ukulele player from Tasmania, Australia. So I know he's anxious to hear you play because he's excited because he's into all the different types of ukes and
wow, that's cool. Well, very cool. Yeah.
So
that's
okay,
awesome.
well, let's play us the song and then we'll come back with more questions. I got more questions.
Absolutely. Okay. So this one's for Mrs. Uke, is how I refer to my wife. I invited her to come in. I told her she could come in and sit over here and
she could come say hi.
She'd be off camera. No, she won't do that. But she would be off camera and she could come and sit and listen for sure. She may be listening. I sent them all the links and how to get here. So anyway, this one's for her. While she lay sleeping, I stay out late at night and sing my song. And sometimes all the nights can be so long. And it's good when I finally make it home, all alone. While she lay dreaming, I try to get undressed without the light. And quietly she says, how was the night? And I come to her and say, it was all right. And I hold her tight. And she believes in me. I never know just what she sees in me. I told her someday if she was my girl, I could change the world with my little song. Well, I was wrong, but she has faith in me, and so I go on trying faithfully. Who knows, maybe on some special night, if my song's just right, I can find a way, while she waits. I just sing that little piece of that little ditty.
That was great.
Yay.
Thank you.
I love it. The audience loves it too. It's beautiful.
Oh, good.
And our executive producer is watching also, and she loves it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Just gave you a beautiful voice, brother.
Oh, wow. Nice. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you.
It made me want to cry. Did you write those lyrics?
Oh, no. That's Kenny Rogers.
No, that's Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, that's Kenny Rogers. I should have introduced that before, but I wound up doing a lot of Kenny Rogers stuff. I mean, I grew up listening to Kenny Rogers. I was late to a lot of country music, like my friend Soul Gravy. He's on TikTok and he's got his own radio station on 365 Live, and he does lives and he's in a band and whatever. But on his Soul Gravy that you can get on 365 Live, he's introduced me to a lot of country music that I've missed. So if you go back and look at some of the songs that I've posted, if you trace it back, it came from two sources. Either Soul Gravy had it on his radio station, or my buddy in real life, who is a DJ, has listened to me and he's going, hey, this song and that song. And he's my D-Ron. He's D-Ron on TikTok. And D-Ron, the DJ, has pointed me towards a lot of songs. But Kenny Rogers was kind of my default, just because he was one that I really grew up listening to.
You got to know when to hold them.
All of that.
Know when to fold them.
Yeah. I was debating between
now.
that one and Through the Years. I had Through the Years pulled up too. But anyway, that's the one. So
wasn't
it's
Through the Years like a big wedding song back in the
I'm
80s?
sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I love Kenny Rogers roasters.
I was gonna say, I had a question. How old is your granddaughter? You said that your biggest
Right.
fan?
So if you'll see, if you go on my TikTok and if you go to either on Instagram or YouTube or on TikTok, she's featured on a few of the songs. So there's a couple of songs that she has suggested, and I said, oh well, if I'm going to sing it, then you have to sing it with me. So she's out there singing a few songs with me. So she's 10. She just turned 10 years old. And then
hold on a second.
my little buddy.
My child is interrupting my stream. Hold on.
Hey there. I'm saying hi to your child. So you've been on TikTok for how long now?
Just since May. I mean, it was
a few months, and you've got 1,000 followers already.
Yeah, somewhere
That's
over
great.
1,600. Well, and I've got some people to thank for that. Well, I tell you what. So on Sundays, I post a hymn for my mom. She's one of my biggest fans. She loves all the hymn songs, and so every Sunday I'll post one. Well, there was a particular follower that had not been following me long, The Grace. Her real name's Vicky, but she goes by The Grace. And The Grace saw me on one, I don't remember which song it was. And I think at the time I had 300 followers. It was fun because my granddaughter and all, we would sit there. I was out in West Texas where they live, and it's out for the summer, and they were out for the summer. And so we were watching the numbers. Ooh, we're almost at 400. Wow, we're getting so close to 400. We'll get to 1,000 maybe one day. Anyway, The Grace decided, hey, you're going to 1,000. And she introduced me to several of her friends, and several of her friends are like her, have tens of thousands of followers. And I mean, it was amazing. In like 7 or 8 days, it went over 1,000. So I finally now have gotten to the point to where I can go through and like purge out the fake accounts and all those. I used them at first. I was like, hey, you count right now up to 1,000 to get me live. But once I kind of got there, and so that whatever it was last time I looked, 1,700, whatever it was.
That's great.
I have been able to kind of purge out some of those that are the fake accounts and that are just trying to sell you something. And really, I think it's a good bit. Now, not all 1,700 of those will listen to every video, because I drop one every day, at least one. But I'll get like regularly, like I'll drop it on TikTok, and then I go and I put it on YouTube and Instagram. And by the time I get back to TikTok, there's already been a couple hundred views, and 20 people have liked it, and several people have shared it, and that kind of thing. So
yeah,
it's really a cool, way bigger than I thought.
Shaker and a mover there, can actually just push you forward like that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
wonderful.
It is. And of course, Mama Ironhead that Sandy D, she mentioned, Mama Ironhead has been, fantastic, and had me on her show a couple of times, and introduced me to her people. And like I said, Soul Gravy Music was one of those. It's just a musician that I connected with early, and I would go and just listen to his lives, and he had that same kind of chill vibe. And so I just pull out a ukulele, he plays the guitar, and I just play along with him and just kind of chill. And we got kind of conversating back and forth. And that's when I later found out about his radio program that he has, or the radio station that he has. But yeah, y'all check out Soul Gravy Music. They're doing an interesting thing tonight. He and his band buddies, his guy he's in a band with, they're gonna do a talk show tonight. Like after we get done here, they're gonna have their own like call in, ask us questions. They're not call in, but type in your questions, and from relationships to whatever. So it should be funny to watch them get out of their element. But they're great musicians, and I think that's what has been to me the coolest thing. Like I'm starting to get on the TikTok whenever I post something, I'm getting comments from people that I watch live, people that I know are touring, people that I know have gigged and have spent a career doing this. And there are people like Big Tim. If you haven't checked out Big Tim, what a fantastic storyteller, musician, entertainer, in his 70s now, but in a retired entertainer, but he's starting to post more on TikTok. But boy, to have him stop by my live or have him comment, "Hey man, you did a good job on that one." It has been really, really cool to connect with some fellow musicians. And, some people are working on something. And so you can go and listen to theirs, what they posted. Hey, try this, and this on, maybe add this bridge that it talks about, just that kind of collaboration back and forth has been really, really cool.
So you're not on any other social media except TikTok. You're not on Facebook. You're not on Instagram anymore.
I'm on Instagram and YouTube. The same Uke Dude Tex. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram. But TikTok is just the one that has really taken off. And so I'm going to stay on YouTube and Instagram because that's where like my local people, that's people that I used to teach with, former students. A lot of those folks are on YouTube and on Instagram. But yeah, TikTok is. And I'll wind up duetting people, and I won't always post all that stuff on YouTube and Instagram, but everything that I post is like all of them for sure will be on TikTok.
Now, the guitarist that you were talking about earlier, I'm thinking he's talking about Robin, maybe, that's been on your show before. Have you ever had Sam?
Oh no, I know who you're talking about, Robin the Entertainer. I've seen him on Chat and Chill. No, the one that I'm talking about is his name is Big Tim. Like that's his handle on TikTok. Big Tim. Right. He's in Indiana, retired entertainer, but he is just a fantastic storyteller. If you haven't checked him out, check him out.
Yeah, there's another guy in a kind of the gravitational circle of this this network. His name is Sam the Mule Man. You remind me a lot of him. When you're talking.
Oh yeah, I love Sam.
I'll have to check him out.
You guys should probably be good friends if you connected. Yeah, you
really
seem like you've got a lot in common.
Cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. I got another song pulled up. You want another one?
Yeah, man.
Another one?
Do it.
This one was special to me. I don't know if you've heard of Jelly Roll, country artist, but rapper. He kind of does a lot of things. But
Jelly Cake Bacon.
Yeah, not Jelly Roll Morton. Somebody asked me that this morning. I said, no, not Jelly Roll Morton. This is actually the Jelly Roll, and got an incredible story. But I heard one of his songs called "Save Me," and this again goes out to Mrs. Uke, because 15 years ago, 16 years ago, when we started dating, I feel like she saved me. I relate to this person in this song because I feel like that I was there, and if it wasn't for her, that she saved me from me and gave me a little family now that you see us out and you'd never know that they have just adopted me. So yeah, it is something. So let me sing a little bit of this one. Okay. Somebody save me from myself. I spent so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. I want to get that reverb back on there when I'm singing. It's the only thing that seems to help. All of my drinking and smoking is hopeless, but I feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. What if the night sky missing the moon? There were no shooting stars to use wishing on you. And all of my sorrows, I just washed them down. It's the only peace that I've ever found. Well, all of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but feel like it's all that I need. Something inside of me's broken. I hold on to anything that sets me free. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and my dreams. And I look back to what he starts with, because this is to Mrs. U. Somebody saved me from myself. I'd spent so long living in hell. Somebody saved me. Thank you.
Roland for a second.
Uh-oh.
He comes back.
Uh-oh.
That was beautiful. Yeah, I love that. I have heard that artist before, and he's really good. His lyrics are very deep, very moving.
His story is incredible too. You need to go back and read some of his story about how he got to that point and how he's gotten to, people see like success and they're like, oh man, he's just an overnight success. There's nothing overnight about his success. It was quite the journey. So anyway, yeah.
Well, you're an overnight success on TikTok.
Well, I mean,
1,700 views in a couple of months, or 1,700 followers in a couple of months. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I appreciate that. And I don't know. I had, like I said, I had very low expectations for this coming into it. Like if I can just get, 20, 30 people, that'd be great. And so it was overwhelming at first to see the numbers go up on TikTok and then to see them kind of explode, compared to everything else. I mean, my Instagram may get 50 views, and on YouTube, it's anywhere between 50 and 500. YouTube, because it's always a short, and their algorithm, it's so crazy. But TikTok is very consistent
because it's so saturated. It's so many videos and so many people. Yeah, again, to get over 50 video hits, it's a lot of people will be happy to get that.
Oh yeah, and I would have been at first. I mean, I'm still thankful and grateful, but TikTok is the one that like I can count on. Like by midday, I post every morning. By midday, I'm at least 300 people have viewed the video and watched the video, and usually the numbers kind of go up from there. So yeah, I've got people that are friends of mine that are musicians that I've made here on TikTok, and they're like, dude, you're just scratching the surface. You have no idea like how many tens of thousands of followers you're going to have, and you're going to look back at this time and see, oh well, 300, that was incredible. You're going to have thousands and thousands of people that watch your videos that you post, and when you go live, you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people that are coming and joining you live. So I don't know. I hope they're right, but it would be nice, because when I retired like on 70% of my salary, like my pension. And so, I'm just thinking, hey, if it got to the point where I could be a TikTok musician making enough to just cover up the cost of what I'm missing out from my salary, that would be fantastic. I think my wife would be thrilled. Like every other, time Mrs. Uke is like, so did we make any money today? Honey, I made $2.32, and TikTok kept half of that, and then I converted the rest of it. I converted that back to 130 coins, and I throw that back to other musicians. So
you just made my day. That was the best story. Honey,
I would kill for that $2.72.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, exactly.
Did you just call me a ma'am?
Yes, I'm laughing at Sandy. I'm sorry. You child, Roland. Incredible artist.
Inner child.
Inner child. Roland.
Inner child.
Oh, I kind of made a bet with my DJ buddy that I said, I'm assuming this is an hour-long program. He's like, how many songs can you get in, or how many songs will I get in an hour? And he said, well, if it's anything like your lives, maybe 2, because you talk all the time. So he's always
that's a good guess.
He's like, sing, monkey boy, sing. He's always wanting me to sing more. So I've got another one.
You interact with the audience, right? You interact.
Yeah,
I do. That's my favorite thing. Yeah. And I think I honestly, and I've done a few gigs out, and I like doing the TikTok lives just because I get to interact, but I also kind of get to control the arena a little bit. If I want to mute somebody, I can mute somebody. If they're taken away from our chill vibe, then I can kind of mute them or block them if needed. Whereas if I'm in live and, you know, real person and they've had too much to drink, then you can have one person really, you can interact with them, but I mean, they can kind of ruin a whole set. So I don't know. It's been fun.
That says just chill.
Just chill. Chill, man. Just chill. In the South, that communicates. That's funny. If we had a guy that somebody said something, he commented on, it's another guy that I follow. He commented, "Yep." And the guy was like, "What? Yep. What does yep mean?" I said, "Well, that's Southern for yep.
Well,
yes, yep, same, agreed. It's all, everything is the same. So it's a Southern way of saying I agree with you." So
just say
yep.
yep.
Explain to the Northern.
Yep. For sure.
Were you in the military?
No.
Okay.
No, never had any military service. I had after I got right after I got, you know, to where I had all seniors, I would always have the different military people come in, and I just kind of got to where the last several years where I had the Navy people. I think if I had it to do over again, my immaturity could have taken a little bit of discipline, and I wish that I had joined the Navy, at least to do like a 4-year rotation, and maybe and who knows? I mean, things may have turned out exactly like they have turned out, but I think maturity wise, that would have served me well. So, but yeah, no, I never did serve. Thank you for those who have.
Never had the chance
earlier. So,
yeah.
And Mom didn't want me to sign up.
You really? Yeah, your mom wouldn't let you go, Roland.
She didn't want me to sign up. No, never really had the chance. So.
Yeah.
Well, you got to stay home and take care of your mom.
and do his paintings. Right. Do his paintings.
There you go.
So back when I did teach choir, when I taught junior high choir, this next song is kind of special to me because this is the song that I sang with my guys' choir. It's from Space Jam way back in the day. I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah.
I sang kind of the chorus, I sang the verses, and I was playing the piano and I'd sing the verses, and the guys came in and sang the chorus. And man, I mean, you know, we had like 600-700 people that were in school there in that junior high, but man, they rocked that junior high. It was they became instant stars of that junior high because of that song. So this one's special to me. Yeah, let me sing a little bit of it. Okay. I believe I can fly. I always forget to turn that thing back on. I know the reverb gets on people's nerves when I'm talking. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and I fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking down. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. There are miracles in life I must achieve. But first I know it starts inside of me. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and I fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Wow. Yeah, that's a beautiful song.
Thank you. It is. We won't talk about R. Kelly. We won't get into all that. But,
yeah, I was going to say the same thing. We probably don't want to talk about
No, we're fine. But the song is great. So
the song's good.
Yeah. You know, and one of the other things I don't want to, I mean, just take over the interview here, Uke Dude. But and by the way, Tex is great. Sandy D, I think we talked about it at one point on TikTok. Usually it's Uke Dude or Tex is usually what I get. I've got a buddy in the UK, Cigar Sam and Mr. Fret and Daniel Castillo. They are incredible guitar players. But he calls me Pops because my grandkids call me Pop. So he's kind of he kind of adopted Pops, but most people either say Uke Dude or they say Tex. So
Pop
any
is
of those,
chill.
yeah, Pop is chill. He is. He can't help it. One of my favorite things to do. I was on this talk show, late talk show. Anyway, it's on good gracious, it's on TikTok. It starts at 9 Central Time. And Jackson does this thing where he kind of does a monologue, and then he has creators on. And I kind of connected with him like early on before I was ever on his show, because he's doing what I like to do. I like to see people like a Molly Marlene. If you haven't seen Molly Marlene sing, I'm telling you, she's the first one that I used that comment. Hey, she could like get a gig at a restaurant and literally just sing the menu, and people are going to pay money to hear her sing. Her voice is just angelic. It is just incredible. She's got over 1,000 now, but I saw her and she wasn't at 1,000. I was like, that's ridiculous. So I did like V Grace did. I did like Mama Ironhead did. I was like, we've got to we got to get her up to 1,000. Well, this next one is a Stevie Wonder song, and I really wasn't like familiar. I knew the song, but I didn't really understand what it was talking about. There was another new artist. She's in Amsterdam, a guitar player, just an incredible player. Well, I duetted her with that same kind of purpose. Hey, I want to take the 1,000 and some odd people I have. She 300 at the time. I want to expose them to her. Maybe, bump it up, and maybe she can get more followers. And now I think she's got more followers than I do. She's incredible. But this Isn't She Lovely? Stevie Wonder, she was playing that song, and I duetted that one. I'm like,
Great
I gotta
song.
go through, and I gotta learn this song. I've got a 10-year-old granddaughter, and call her Fiery Fox, and then I got my little buddy who's 2 years old. Well, I got a new granddaughter that's on the way that's due in March, and so most likely now that's going to be all 3 grandkids are going to be 8 hours away. So Mrs. Uke and I are looking to go ahead and move on out. I hate it. I love this. If you ever check out my Sunrise Live, you'll see the view that I have, and we love it out here, but our grandkids are not here. So anyway, I'm going to try not to think about it because then I'll get emotional. But this Isn't She Lovely? Listen a little piece of it. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. Well, I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. Now, see, I've only been playing 6 years. I don't know that I'll ever be able to play that lick on the uke. So I'll just sing that. Isn't she pretty? Truly the angel's best. Boy, I'm so happy. We have been heaven blessed. I can't believe what God has done. Through us, He's given life to one. Isn't she lovely? Made from love. There we go. We'll stop there.
Great song. I remember Rory Pelham, who's not here today, once told me that he actually found out he could sing by singing that song in an audition.
Really?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So he told me that once.
Wow. Well, I mean,
I
I
could
sing. I sing mostly country stuff. That's kind of the start, the kind of the stuff that's, but I've done a little bit of this, little Beatles, a little, I don't know, just a little bit of everything. But it seemed like I always keep coming back to country. And Chris Stapleton is one of my favorites. I mean, I'm not unique in that. I mean, again, you're talking about somebody who could sing the phone book, and I mean, people would pay hundreds of dollars just to hear him sing the phone book. So,
but yeah, that's Stevie Wonder, right? He was singing about his daughter.
That was, yes, that one was Stevie Wonder. I was pulling up the next one. I was looking at Chris Stapleton, hoping that maybe we had time for a Chris Stapleton later on. So,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got like
No,
12
I love
minutes.
it.
We're good.
Oh,
I wish
really?
you were one of I wish you had you as a teacher when I was in school.
Well, you know, the kids say that now. Some of the kids that have followed me, they're like, man, I wish you'd have sang in class. Well, we didn't really have time, honestly, by the time we got through all the content. But I did start in the last few years. I bought a guitarlele and would take it up there. And it's a 6-string like a guitar. And my kids who could play the guitar, after we got done with the work, they could play on it. Like if they were doing some work and like doing some research or whatever, and I was going to talk about it in another 20 minutes, I'd pull the uke out and I'd sit back and I would just kind of tinker around on the uke while they were working, and they liked that part of it. But I don't really think they knew that I could sing, like because several years had passed when I first started the uke. When I was doing lives early on, I always ended with Georgia on my mind, because when I first started playing the uke, one of my students said, hey, we're going to have a talent show. I'm playing electric guitar. You pick the song and I want us to do it. And so I sang Georgia, 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 that one, sweet song of you. And so I sang that
Ray
song
Charles.
for the first one. And there was like, probably about 1,600 people or whatever at that one. And I was like, all right, man, maybe I'm getting this bug back, that bug that I hadn't really dealt with for like 20 years, but maybe I'm getting this back, because that was kind of cool. So I got a little more serious about trying to learn to play the ukulele a little bit better. And I don't know, I just kind of, like I said, just kind of started setting all this stuff up for where we hopefully are going now.
Oh, John,
Ray Charles.
John Duncan said tenor scale, 6-string. Yeah, they're great. Love mine too, mate. So the string spacings are so tight, takes some getting used to, eh?
It really does. You know what? I took my guitarlele, because I just hadn't played it in a while, and the first 4 strings are tuned the same as a ukulele. That's the name, guitarlele. And so I was just trying to play those, just some of like my ukulele stuff on that guitarlele, and the strings are really a lot tighter, and my little fat fingers have a struggle with the guitarlele. But yeah, for sure, I love it. I do.
Ukulele.
Guitarlele. Yeah.
Yeah, and then some of my friends in the audience there, when you played I Believe I Can Fly, they're all joking around with each other about things that their family members trying to jump off roofs when they were kids and doing crazy stuff when they were kids.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. And no telling what that song is actually about. I don't know. I've not done a deep dive on what the writer was thinking whenever they wrote that. So we may not want to know necessarily.
You any Beatles?
Was that R. Kelly?
Well, technically George Harrison, right? I always joke that you can request, and Sandy's heard me say this before, you are welcome to request any song that you want to request. Just please pick one of the 15 that I know. And it just so happens, it just so happens that I do have one that I enjoy. It's more George Harrison, but let me sing a little bit of that one. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. And something in the way she woos me, I don't want to leave her now. I know I believe in her. Somewhere in her smile, she knows I don't need no other lover. Something in her style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in her. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know I don't know. You stick around now, it may show. I don't know. I don't know. There's something in the way she knows. And all I have to do is think of her. There's something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in her.
Yeah.
Yay. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Poor George, they only let him do like 1 or 2 songs per album. So he was like really happy when they broke up because he's like, now I can get all that backlog of songs.
Yeah, that was one of those. Exactly, that was one of those. That
Yeah,
they finally
and again,
like,
his
okay,
songs
we'll
are
do
very
one.
memorable. I mean,
Yeah,
they
for
stand
sure.
the test of time.
Yeah, for sure.
Julie
I've got
wanted
one
to know
more
what
that I wanna
part of
get in.
Texas are you from?
So as much as I give away, I mean, if you do a deep dive on some of my early ones, I was giving away the town that's closest to me. And it's why I kind of have my real name blocked, because it's a pretty small area and there's not very many of me in that area. So I don't really want my full name getting out of there and some crazy showing up at 9:30. I don't really want 9:30 at night. Yeah, somebody coming by and demanding a song that even if I know it, I don't necessarily want to do it.
I saw you on TikTok.
I saw you on TikTok, man. Can you sing? Yes, I can. I'll be on Sunrise Live here about 6:45 in the morning. So
tens of thousands of followers.
Yeah, I might have that.
Texas.
But
What
anyway, I'm
time
in
is-
Northeast Texas, so it's a couple hours east of Dallas. And I joke, you go east of Dallas and turn into the woods, turn deeper into the woods, and then get on some single lane highways, and you'll wind up in my middle of nowhere. So, which I love, and I wish we could stay, but I wish the grandkids were here more.
How far is it from I-10?
That's a long ways. That's southeast. That's southeast Texas. So
yeah,
we're not far from I-20 though. I-20 runs across the north. So
I was gonna say, why don't you and the wifey, Mrs. Uke, why don't you guys get like a motorhome, and then go see the park it out in front of the grandkids' house?
Well, they've got homeowner associations that will not allow that to happen, probably. But
where did that come from?
It would be nice. Hey, we've talked about that, but I just think that when we sat down and looked at it, we just realized we're going to miss too much stuff. That 4th grader is involved in everything, and she just she's in the city honors choir already, and she's in her school choir, and there's going to be so many things. And that 2-year-old he's one of the fastest, smartest 2-year-olds that you've ever seen. So both of his parents were very athletic. So he's going to be in soccer and other things soon. So it's just a long, and we just can't take that 8-hour drive back and forth. So 16 hours of driving, or even if you're doing the 2 flights and trying to get back, it's really a day of travel and a day of traveling back, no matter how you mark it. So I just think that we're going to miss too much. And I don't know if you saw my songs that I posted a couple of days ago, but I dedicated that to our grandkids. I don't want to miss a thing. And so we're, Nana, and I basically said Nana and Pop are coming. We're working towards that and trying to get out there. So
got time for one more song.
All right. Well, it's going to be Chris Stapleton. I used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Wonderful.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was going to ask you, somebody told me, like, because I'm going to start going live on TikTok as well, singing, but maybe you could give me some advice. And also, do you give any ukulele lessons? There's a lot of people in the cosmos that are learning to play the uke. We have like a little
I'll
chat.
tell you what. All right. So here's what they need to do. Pinned on the top, it's on Instagram. I don't know how to pin something on YouTube, but it's pinned on the top of Instagram and TikTok. It's a lesson that I actually made for my granddaughter. You know, there's when I go out to where they are out in West Texas, I have a ukulele at each of their houses. So I've been trying to teach her to play the ukulele. And I was like, look, if you will just learn 4 chords. I've got her a capo. I don't have one with me. Everyone knows what a capo is. I said, you know, you can play 90% of the songs that you listen to if you'll just learn this major 1 chord, this major 4 chord, the major 5, and then like 1 minor chord, a minor 6. And so I did that lesson basically for her. I was live one day and I was like, hey guys, think there's like 10 people in the room. I'm like, I'm going to do a little lesson real quick that I'm going to go back and clip. And if you go out there and you look on that, it will
like
give
that?
you, it's sort of, but it's fewer chords. I only did 4. I did a C chord, an F chord, an A minor chord, and a G major chord. And so you can play those in any combination. So then you could, you know, listen to, she'll put on Alexa and tell Alexa to play whatever. And I said, just look, I demonstrated it for her. Look, that's right here. Okay, look, now we can just play right along with your little song that's on there. And so I want to go back. I want to add like a couple of more chords, or maybe just get kind of those basic ones, get the basic other chords that I kind of left out of it. But there's a lesson out there. So check out my my TikTok and check out that first one. What's that?
You mean? Oh, you mean it's a recorded live?
It's recorded, but I clipped it off of there. I figured that out early. I love doing the lives, and I can do a live, and I'm singing a song, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to record this now, and then I can go back later because TikTok saves it, and I can pull up the playback, and I can clip a piece off, and that'll be one of my posts. I looked the other day because I thought, oh man, I'm running out of songs. I've been back and forth to West Texas. I had 24 songs that had been clipped off of live, and I'm like, okay, I'm good for a little while. I'll be okay because I've still got enough content or whatever. So, but yeah, it's out there. It's on TikTok, and it's pinned at the very top.
Okay, so, I want to check it out. Maybe cool. I'll repost it too.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm a singer, but I want to learn I need to learn how to play the uke. Like I think
I heard you karaoke in the other night. That post that you had on the karaoke, that was a nice. You got a nice voice. The other, man, when was it? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you posted yourself karaokeing. I think at some point.
Oh, at the place.
Or maybe you,
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
that was date night. Yeah, I finally got a date night.
It was a pretty. You have a pretty voice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of a low voice. I think maybe I might need a deeper uke, like
Yeah, they had like a baritone. I mean, I haven't played one. There's a baritone one. There's a little bit, deeper. But I'm telling you, if you do what I've done, because you and I might have, if you have a deeper voice and I have a little bit higher voice, probably the same range. If you'll just take that fourth string, it comes with a higher G, and if you'll just replace that with a lower G, I think that gives the instrument enough depth that you'd be able to sing with it, no problem.
See, I feel like you should be given lessons. You could make more than $2.
You and my son both. He's like, I really see this eventually turning into like you don't just sing songs now. You kind of teach people how to play various songs. So, and that's what it could grow to. We'll see. Been a really, really busy summer. I'm very, actually, just when I look back on it, I'm very pleased with myself that I've been able to put up the content that I have. But, once we get settled out in West Texas and we're not having to travel back and forth, I can definitely see adding that to like this is going to be my regular thing. Once a week, I post a song that's maybe popular song that's out there right now. Here's how you can play it on the ukulele. I've got the chords ready. I've gotten where I've snipped the chords and where I can put a sticker of the chord shape. And so that's coming. But yes,
maybe you could even do I don't know, because I'm still learning TikTok myself, but maybe you could do a thing where you subscribers only can see you, and then you could give like a lesson for only for your subscribers only or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't explored any. I see that, and I've seen some of my people that I follow live. I hear them say thank you for subscribing. I just haven't checked any of that stuff out yet. I'm just trying to grow an audience right now and grow a people that, if I can get to maybe the goal would be 1,000. If I can get to where 1,000 people see, view every post that I put up, and that'll be kind of a mark. And then I'll start doing some of that other stuff. I don't know. Well,
we're running out of time, but you're welcome to come and go live on Cosmos on Facebook anytime you want. And get to meet some of the folks. We have a lot of musicians in the community that would appreciate your music. So, anytime you want, it's 24/7 open if you want to come and perform on our page live.
Okay. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. It's just Facebook is not one. Well, I was on it and then we were on it together. And then finally about the last 10 years, I was just like, I don't want to mess with all that. You get local social causes and they're going back and forth, and I'm like, I don't need that in my in just because I was teaching a politics class as it was, so I was already walking a fine line. I didn't need to bring all that other in there, but I'll check it out now.
And in Texas,
and in Texas, I just always tried to walk that fine line of here's what it is. Now you think about it what you want to think about it. I never tried to force anything on the kids. So and I love how TikTok, like one of the first pieces of advice, they said, stay away from politics and stay away from religion. And I'm like, done. So my filters, when I go live, like a lot of times I don't even need mods because my filters will catch anything political talk, anything religious talk, anything with my real name talk, and it'll automatically filter out those comments. So I have learned that part. Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a few mods on the Cosmos group page too, as well. So,
okay, cool.
We try to, we don't allow that stuff really either. So, nothing that's hateful or anything like that.
Well, I hope if they haven't done it, I hope that they'll go and check out my TikTok. And if they like some of my other people, stay away from TikTok. Everything goes up on TikTok. Not all my duets and stuff will go on the others, but maybe check out Instagram if they don't have TikTok. And like I said, I post every day, and it's usually something that's dedicated to something. And it's like, to me, it's just like, it's amazing to see how many, like 1,700 people or that follow, but only like 300 or 400 that watch. And then of those 300 or 400 that watch, maybe 10% of them, 15% of them will click the like button. I know that they liked it, but they just don't take time to do that. And then a smaller number will actually go through and comment. But man, those things to artists and to creators, just taking the time to like something that you saw that moved you, something that made you think, whatever it was. And there's all kinds of content out there that I follow. If they then take time to like that video, take time to make a comment and say, man, that moved me. Thank you. I needed that this morning, whatever it is. And that just forget about money. That as a content creator, you're like, all right, I want to do another one. I want to get another one going for tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, well, I want to thank you, and I'm thankful for TikTok because I got to meet you, and everybody go watch Uke Dude on TikTok. Follow him. If you catch his lives, he's gonna say hi to you. He's very welcoming in his stream. Tell him you met him over here on Cosmos on No Icing.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
yeah,
give him a shout out.
So my normal thing is when we're here, we're gone a lot, but when we're here, I like to do a sunrise live. So that's too early for some people. And then if I have time, if I get all my stuff done, then I like to do a drive time, which Central Time, like when my teacher friends would leave the school about 4:30 to 5:30 until Mrs. Uke gets home. I do kind of an hour in there when I can. So check it out. Love for you to stop by live. And like I said, say hello and tell me where you met. And that'd be awesome.
All right. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all.
And yeah, get ready for No Icing next week and maybe Painting with Rory next week. And Journeys is canceled for tonight, I believe. Not sure if there's any other shows tonight on Cosmos. Let's see.
I was worried we were cutting in their time.
No, I think they sent a message. They said it got canceled tonight.
Okay.
So stay tuned for the next Journeys, folks. And everybody go follow Uke Dude and Uke Dude fans of Uke Dude. If you're watching, welcome to the Cosmos. And
I don't know who Uke Dude is, but Uke Dude. Make sure they get the Uke Dude.
I don't know.
That's fine. I just
Tex.
Sorry,
I'm going to go look at Uke Dude also. He may be awesome, but follow me, Uke Dude Tex.
Dude Tex.
No, don't listen to me. Look at the screen. All
right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bloopers. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, everybody.
Did you know that thousands of Californians have retired in luxury on the beach in San Felipe, Baja California? Did you know that the future of green technology is happening now on the beach in Baja California? That you can own a beautiful sea view home for a fraction of what it would cost in the US? Did you know that the cost of living is 1/4 the cost of what it is here? Discover Rancho Costa Verde, an amazing cutting-edge green community on the beach at prices you haven't seen in your lifetime. Not a lease, not a timeshare, full ownership home sites with 180-degree sea views starting at only $22,500, with terms and financing that make it affordable for almost anyone. To receive additional information and learn how you can visit the property, call 1-800-211-7400. 1-800-211-7400.